Hey guys, so this is a 20-minute flow class. It's short and sweet, but you're going to get a lot out of it. So it's only 20 minutes, but you're going to feel some fresh new circulation and energy through your body after the flow. So I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, y'all ready? We're going to get started seated at the top of your mat. So just come to a seat, crossing your legs in front of you, and then switch to the cross of your legs. So cross your legs in a non-instinctual way, and then take your palms to your knees. Start to sit up really tall. Take your shoulders back and down, lifting your chest a little bit. Take your chin out of your chest and just start to breathe here. Taking some nice, full, deep, relaxed breath. So just coming into your practice, into this space. If you'd like to set an intention for your work, you can do that now. So just maybe sending some good energy out to something in your life. Just take the next few breaths to think of this thing that means something to you, that will let you move with intention throughout this little flow class. Okay, so let's take a couple deep breaths. So empty out all of your breath. And then start to inhale through your nose. Fill all the way to the very top of your lungs. And when you get to the top, hold your breath for 3. Suck in a little bit more air for 2. For 1. Exhale, let it all go. And when you get to the bottom of your exhale, hold your breath out for 3. For 2. For 1. Take a deep breath through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Very nice. And slowly start to open your eyes if they're closed. Very nice. Let's get started. So we're going to start with some cat-cows just in a seated position just to warm up your spine. So on an inhale, I just want you to open up your chest and gaze up to the sky. And then on your exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest, like a cat pose, but seated, okay? Inhale to open up your chest, gaze goes up to the sky. Exhale, round it in. Do this 3 more times on your own breath. So just warming up your chest, warming up your spine, warming up your back. Taking nice, full, deep, long breaths. Cleansing exhales. Cultivating Ujjayi breath if it's in your practice. Good. And after this last breath, I know it's been more than 3. Let's just come to a neutral spine. Very nice. And then just roll over your ankles, come into a tabletop position. So your knees right under your hips, wrists right under your shoulders. Let's do 1 cat-cow. On an inhale, drop your belly down, lift your chest, lift your gaze for cow pose. And then exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest, push the ground away for cat. 1 more time. Inhale, drop your belly, open up your heart, shoulder blades come together on your back. And then exhale to round your spine, tucking your chin into your chest. Very good. Inhale to a neutral spine. Then spread your fingers out wide. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. Our first down dog of the day. So whatever you need to do in your down dog, just to loosen up a little bit. So maybe bend one knee and then the other. See what feels good. Maybe take your heels over to the right and then over to the left. So just getting some mobility here in your down dog. Shake your head a little, yes. Shake your head a little, no. Relax your jaw. Relax your face. Couple more deep breaths. Big exhales. On an inhale, lift your heels away from the earth. And then exhale to bend your knees, look between your thumbs, and step or float to get to the front of your yoga mat. On an inhale, come up to your flat back. So I want your hands either on your shins or on the floor. Soft bend into your knees. So never lock out your knees. A couple more deep breaths here. Extending the crown of your head towards the front of your space. 1 more breath. Then exhale to fold. So release your hands down to the mat. I want your fingertips to touch the mat no matter what. So gaze goes up to your belly button. Make sure your fingertips are on the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to make this happen. Okay, couple more deep breaths here. Just ragdoll it out. Maybe you want to shake your arms out, Shake your jaw out, whatever you need to do. Good, and then have a nice bend into your knees and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. So your head is going to be the last piece of the puzzle. And then when you come all the way up to standing, inhale, your arms reach up to the sky, palms touch above your head. And then exhale, dive it down to your forward fold. Beautiful. Ragdoll it out once again, just a couple deep breaths here. And with a nice bend into your knees, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Feel all of your vertebrae stretch, the back of your neck stretch, your upper back stretch. And then again, when you get all the way to the top, which you should be now, inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, dive it on down to your forward fold. Again, just release everything out. Shake your head a little yes, shake your head a little no. Let's do that one more time. Nice bend into your knees. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time all the way up to standing. Very nice. So just feeling all of your vertebrae stretch should feel really nice. And when you get all the way to the top, inhale, your arms reach up to the sky all the way up. Big wingspan. Exhale to fold it all the way down to your yoga mat. On an inhale, come up to your flat back, extend your spine out long, and then exhale to plant your hands and step back to a plank pose, top of a push-up. We're going to be here for 4 breaths. So make sure you're really pulling muscle to bone in your plank pose. I want your core to be strong, but take your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Biceps go forward, triceps go back. One more deep breath here. Big exhale. Good, and take your hips up and back, downward facing dog pose. So just a couple breaths here. Just shake everything out. Relax your jaw. Make sure your breath is deep and free, setting your heart towards your thigh. So narrowing that gap a little bit. Okay, on an inhale, reach your right leg up and back behind you, coming into a tripod down dog. So I want you to make sure that your hips are square to the ground. So taking your right inner thigh towards the sky to square off your hips. Okay, one more deep breath here. And on your exhale, just plant your right foot right in between your hands. Very nice. So if you have trouble getting it right in between your hands, just grab your right ankle and pull it there, okay? Or take your left knee down to help you to get it there. And then take your left knee down, untuck your left toes, and inhale, your arms reach up to the sky. Or coming into low lunge. So I want you to feel a stretch in your right psoas. So it should feel really nice in your hips. Sending your right knee as far back towards the back of your mat as you can. Left knee right over your left ankle. Right knee right over your right ankle, excuse me. Okay, and then lift your heart, pull your core in tight. One more deep breath like this. And then on your exhale, take your right hand to your right hip and reach up and over with your left hand towards the left side of the room. So feel this nice little side stretch in your side, but keep your chest lifted. Keep your chest open, keep your shoulders away from your ears. Your left pinky goes towards the floor. See if you can stretch a little bit farther for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. And then exhale your hands to frame your right foot. Just shift your hips back, straighten out your right leg, coming into half splits. Okay, so on your inhale, lengthen your spine out long, extend out, and then exhale to fold. So just getting a nice little stretch into your hamstrings here. And then plant your left hand right beside you on the ground, and then reach your right arm up to the sky. So just get a little twist into this pose. Just a couple more deep breaths. Really reach up with your right fingertips towards the sky. Good. Take your right hand down to the mat. Rebend into your right knee, taking your hands to frame your right foot, and then right foot meets your left foot into a plank pose, and just hike your hips up and back, downward facing dog pose. Beautiful. Spread your fingers out wide. Put pressure into all 4 corners of your hands, even your finger pads. So much pressure should be in your finger pads that they could almost turn white. So you're clawing the mat with your hands to protect your wrists. Very nice. On an inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step or jump to the front of your yoga mat. Don't make sound. On your inhale, lengthen your spine out long, flat back. Exhale, fold. And again, nice bend into your knees. Slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Your head's going to be the last piece of the puzzle. Just make it feel really nice all the way up. Very good. Inhale, your arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, dive it right back down, coming into your forward fold. On an inhale, lengthen your spine out long, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank pose. Beautiful. On the top of your push-up, we're here for 2 more deep breaths. Really pull muscle to bone in your legs. Pull your core in tight. Hip tips towards your rib tips. On an inhale, shift forward over your toes. And then exhale to lower all the way down. Using muscle, elbows squeeze in tight the whole way down. Very good. Now interlace your fingers right at your lower back. Press your palms together, and then on an inhale, start to lift your chest away from your yoga mat. Okay, squeeze your shoulder blades together. See if you can juice your knuckles up towards the back of your space. So straightening out your arms here. Beautiful. Keep your neck long, sides of your neck back. For 3, so you can come up a little bit higher. For 2, for 1, and come all the way down to lie on your bellies. Take your hands right under your shoulders, and now either push up into a knee plank, a plank pose, or a tabletop, and then hike your both hips up to the sky, downward facing dog pose. Deep breath through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Very nice. Inhale, your left leg lifts up to the sky. Again, kicking through your heel, pretending like you're standing on the back wall with your foot. Your left foot should be flexed and active. Inhale here. Exhale, plant your left foot right in between your hands. So again, make sure that your left foot makes it all the way in between your hands. And then take your right knee down, untuck your right toes, and inhale, reach up tall to the sky. So reach way up, as high as you can go, pulling your core in tight, really active abs here. Tucking your tailbone under, but sink your hips down low. So make it feel good in your hips, but keep your legs active. So energetically pulling your knee and your foot towards each other underneath you. 1 more deep breath like this. And then on your exhale, take your left hand to your left hip, reach up and over with your right hand towards the left side of the room. So getting this nice little side stretch. Keep sinking low into your hips and breathing deep. Keep your core engaged and tight for 1 more deep breath. Big exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, your hands to frame your left foot and just shift your hips back. Straighten out your left leg, coming into half splits. On an inhale, lengthen your spine out long. And then exhale, fold it down low. Deep breath. Cultivating Ujjayi breath if it's in your practice. So it's like you're fogging up a mirror, but with your mouth closed. It makes this little hissing sound. Okay, and now plant your right hand right under your right shoulder. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Get that little twist. Get into your IT band to stretch it out a little bit. Okay, keep pulling your left hip back. 1 more deep breath. Extend through your spine. Head towards the front of the room. Very nice. Take your left hand down. Rebend into your left knee. Take your hands to frame your left foot. Then take your left foot to meet your right foot into a plank pose. Just 1 breath here. And then hike your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog pose. Very nice. You guys look awesome. So spread your fingers out wide. There you go. Take your heels towards the earth. Your feet should just be hip width distance apart, which is just like 2 fists in between your feet. Very nice. Then everybody take your knees down to the mat. So we're coming into a tabletop position. So your knees should be right under your hips, wrists right under your shoulders. And then take your right arm out like you're going to shake somebody's hand. So your thumb is pointed towards the sky. And then kick your left leg back behind you and drop your head down low. So I don't want any tension in your neck whatsoever. Keep your hips square to the ground. So the inside of your left hip goes towards the sky. So this internal rotation in your left leg. Now inhale to reach, and then exhale. Take your right elbow to your left knee and crunch underneath you, round your back. Inhale to kick out and lift up. Exhale, round in. Inhale, reach out, kick back. 1 more time. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. And then exhale into your tabletop position. Tuck your toes, send your hips up high. Downward facing dog pose. Beautiful. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Take your knees back down to your yoga mat, coming into that tabletop. Take your left hand out. You're going to shake somebody's hand and kick your right leg back behind you. So again, keep your hips square. Your thumb should be pointed towards the sky and drop your head down low. So no tension into your neck. Inhale to reach out and kick back. And then exhale, bring your left elbow to your right knee. Crunch underneath you. Inhale to reach out, kick back. Exhale, round in. Pull your belly in tight. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, round. Very nice. Inhale to reach. And then exhale, come into your tabletop. Tuck your toes, send your hips up high. Down dog. Deep breath through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Very nice. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float to the front of your yoga mat and come to a seat. So just coming to a seat at the top of your mat, we're going to come into fire log pose to open up our hips. Okay, so you're going to stack your right shin on top of your left shin. So your right ankle is going to be right on top of your left knee, or a little bit to the right, about 2 inches to the right of your left knee. Okay, so you're just stacking your shins on top of each other, essentially. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can take your right foot and slide it down your left shin. So just opening it up a little bit. You can also just come to a seated position, just like we started in the beginning of class, if this is a little too much for you. So wherever you feel it in your hips is awesome. Okay, so on an inhale, I want you to lengthen out your spine long, shoulders back and down, and then exhale to fold. So just go to where it feels nice. If just sitting up you feel it in your hips, just stay there, okay? That's totally fine. Start to walk your hands forward. Keep flexing your feet. Keep your toes really active to protect your knees here. So just opening up through your hips, taking some nice long, deep breaths. Cleansing deep exhales. Let's take one more deep breath. Good, and slowly switch your legs up. So you're going to take your left shin on top of your right shin this time, okay? Again, your left ankle is going to be about 3 inches to the left of your right knee, okay? So it's easier to explain it just stacking your shins on top of each other, okay? On an inhale, lengthen your spine out long. Extend the crown of your head towards the sky, and then exhale, start to fold. So just go to where it feels good, okay? Keep your feet really active and strong. And just open up through your hips. So we store a lot of tension, anxiety in our hips. So if your hips are your trouble spot, just breathe through it. It happens to only be the only open area on my entire body, which is crazy. But okay, so really lengthen out through your spine and just fold to where it feels nice, where it feels really good. Just a couple more deep breaths here. Good, and slowly come all the way back up, and then extend both legs out in front of you. So straight out in front of you. On an inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, and exhale to fold. So just folding over your legs, opening up into your lower back a little bit. So just going to where it feels nice, keeping your feet really active and strong. Beautiful. And then slowly come up and make your way all the way onto your backs. So rolling all the way down, articulating your spine on the way there. We're going to do one round of bridge pose. So walk your heels in towards your sitting bones. Okay, knees up to the sky. Palms face down by your sides. And on an inhale, lift your hips away from the earth. If it feels good to maybe rock one shoulder and then the other underneath you, interlacing your fingers, you can do that. If you do take that bind, really press your pinkies into the floor to lift your hips a little bit higher, and then energetically start to pull your knees towards each other. Okay, don't clench in your glutes, just use your leg strength. We're here for 3. See if you can send your heart towards the back of the room a little bit more for 2. Take your chin out of your chest. 1, and slowly come all the way down onto your backs. Just take your knees from side to side for a moment. Let's just end with a final supine twist. So take your arms straight out like airplane wings. Cross your right leg on top of your left leg. Scoot your hips to the right just an inch. And then take your knees over to the left. Your gaze to the right. So just starting to slow everything down. Nice full deep breath. Just opening up through your spine, through your heart. Good, and slowly come back to center. Just switch the cross of your legs. Take your left leg over your right leg. Send your knees over to the right, your gaze to the left here. Deep breaths. Just letting go of tension in your lower back, in your spine, in your heart. Good, and slowly come back to center. Uncross your legs and just take your knees into your chest. Give yourself a final big squeeze in. And then release to the ends of your yoga mat for our final pose, our Shavasana. So just start to let go here. Relaxing your forehead, relax your jaw, relax your face. Feel your body just releasing into the earth, into your yoga mat. Letting go of whatever stress was in your life before this moment. Just letting it all go. It doesn't serve you anymore, so just let it go. Please stay here for as long as you can. Enjoy your Shavasana. To just let all the benefits integrate, all the opening that you've created in this little flow. Just let it integrate here in this moment. Until we meet again. Namaste.